Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you 3 easy beginner recipes that you can use with your Instant Pot. These are things that we make every single week, if not most days of the week. And if you've been hesitant to actually get started with your pressure cooker, or you've just been hesitant to use one, make sure you check out my Instant Pot 101 video. I just filmed that. It's got all of the basics about how to use the machine. It's honestly not as scary as it sounds, and this thing will literally change your meal prep and dinner life. Everything is so quick. It really speeds it all up, and you don't have to watch it. You can just set it and then it bings when it's done, and then you can be ready for dinner and have everything done at the same time. So I'm loving it. Let's hop in straight away with our baked potato recipe. So first of all, we're gonna want to add a cup of water into our Instant Pot. Now inside the pot, you've got your stainless steel bowl here. Whenever you're using an Instant Pot, make sure that thing is in there first. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but you wanna make sure that you're using the pot. Also, your Instant Pot will come with this little trivet or steamer basket, and you want to add that in. Anytime I'm steaming vegetables, I'll always throw that thing in first, or for a later recipe we'll use it as well. Then I'm going to add about 6 baked potatoes. I went ahead already and washed those, and I did my little fork stab thing just to make sure they're cooking evenly, just like you would typically do if you were doing them in the oven for a baked potato. Once you've got all of those lined up, you're gonna grab your lid. We'll go ahead and pop this on. Then we'll set the valve in the back to sealing, so we've got a complete seal and it'll get to pressure. And then on the front here, we're gonna click pressure cook. Make sure it's on high pressure, and we're actually gonna go all the way down to 12 minutes. Now keep in mind, anytime you do an Instant Pot recipe, 12 minutes is the cook time, but there is a bit of time, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, for it to get fully up to pressure and the steam to heat. So you do have to add, I would say to be generous, about 10 minutes to the beginning of your cook time. But once it gets to pressure, it'll cook for 12 minutes, and then the timer will go off. So I'll see you guys back here in about 12 minutes. All right guys, so our timer just went off. I just thought I would share with you this little summer bouquet. I haven't arranged anything yet, but while it was cooking, I decided to go out to the garden and get everything watered and then clip some fresh flowers. So still gotta arrange these, but thought I would share. We're gonna press cancel, and then we're gonna toss over a towel. You can do this with or without the towel, but you do wanna make sure your kitchen is cleared. And we're gonna stand a little bit back and release the steam. All right, it looks like our steam is all gone. The float valve is down, so we can go ahead and open up our Instant Pot. And I'm just gonna take all of these out. Now, if you do have bigger potatoes, you can let them do more of a natural release, and that would be perfect for more like mashed potatoes. But I prefer them to have a little bit more integrity to them if you're gonna do like baked potatoes and cut them open and kind of mix up the middle with some fixings on top. But like I said, if you wanted to have them a little bit more squishy, something you could easily mash for like mashed potatoes, then you could go ahead and do the full natural release for like 20-ish minutes till that valve goes down on its own without releasing the steam. And there we go, we've got our fresh baked potatoes. Now I would let these cool down just a little bit, and they will continue cooking just a bit. And I'm just gonna toss a little towel over the top, and then when you're ready for your baked potatoes, you can go ahead and cut in the center, but these are perfect for what we're using them for. Next up on the agenda are boiled eggs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take out that little steamer basket, and I'm gonna dump this water. We're just gonna use the same dish, but we'll start with fresh water in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump in 1 cup of water. We'll go ahead and put this little steamer basket back in. And today I'm actually gonna be doing 12 eggs. So these are all just free-range chicken eggs from our chickens. I've heard you can do as many as 24 eggs at a time in here. I think the most that I've done is 18. They make perfect boiled eggs. Like a common issue that people run into if you've got backyard chickens, because your eggs are so fresh. A lot of times when you're making boiled eggs on the stove, they don't peel very easily. They can be really hard to peel. But in this thing, I noticed they are so easy to peel. So that is like the main reason that I love the Instant Pot for boiled eggs. So let's go ahead and grab the lid. We'll pop that on. We're gonna turn the seal in the back to sealing instead of venting. And then down here in the front, we're gonna go to pressure cook. And these only take 5 minutes. All right, so our timer is just going off now. The eggs are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit cancel. And then we're gonna go ahead and release this steam. So we're gonna grab our towel. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss this over the top, stand back, and I'll release that steam. Okay, I just saw our little float valve go down, so now I'm just gonna twist off the top, and then we're gonna put the eggs into the ice bath. I feel like the biggest thing with easy peel boiled eggs is like shocking them, going from like really hot to the super cold of the ice bath. And I don't know what it is about the Instant Pot, but it just makes them so much easier to peel. I'll give these a good stir. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let these eggs sit in here until all of the ice is melted. And then if you wanted to eat them right away, you can go ahead and peel them. Or usually we'll keep them in the refrigerator up to like, let's say probably 4 or 5 days. And then whenever we want an egg, we can just go ahead and peel it. The main reason I don't go ahead and peel them all ahead of time is because my boys really like doing it, so I just let them do it. It's a good little busy activity for them. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out the Instant Pot and we will get started on our next recipe. Okay, before I get started, I've got to show you how good these turn out. So usually I'll just kind of go ahead and roll these on the counter, and then that's how I'll go ahead and peel them. I like to use a little bit of the cold water. Usually it's best to do it over running water, but I love it when they come off in like these big sections. Now if you're looking for more of a soft-boiled egg, instead of doing the 5 minutes, you can do it for 3, and those turn out perfect. But at 5 minutes, this is how the yolk turns out. Perfect for what our family likes. Okay, for our final recipe, we're gonna be doing chicken breasts. These are actually 2 frozen chicken breasts we can do in the Instant Pot. So quick, it's gonna blow your mind. I just put in 1 cup of water into the Instant Pot, and I'm adding 2 chicken breasts. We'll also want to go ahead and add our seasonings now, so just get add in a little bit of pepper. I like to add in a little bit of minced onion. I love granulated garlic, and of course some salt. By the way, if you guys are ever curious about the different spices and stuff I use, I love the Simply Organic brand for spices. They're just my favorite. Best prices that I find for those are on Vitacost, and I've been using them literally for years. Pretty much my whole spice cabinet is Simply Organic brand. So now we're just going to go ahead and put on our lid. Make sure you've actually got your Instant Pot plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and set this back to sealing, and then we're gonna go to pressure cook, and we're gonna do these chicken breasts for 10 minutes. Also, I've got the keep warm on because we're gonna leave these in here for a 10-minute natural release. So it's going to, once it gets to pressure, it's gonna time down from 10 minutes all the way till done cooking. The timer will go off, and then the timer will start to count up, and we'll let it go all the way to 10 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and release the steam and the pressure, and they'll be done. So I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. All right guys, our Instant Pot has had a chance to cook, and also it's been just sitting, natural releasing for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm turning it off, and we're gonna release the steam. So again, tossing on the little towel, stand back, and then turn and release. There wasn't very much steam in that because we gave it a chance to natural release in there. Oh, it smells so good. Now I do have some fresh chopped parsley. You'll notice I didn't add any herbs in the cooking process. You could definitely do that if you want, add some dry herbs, but since I knew I had some fresh on hand, I just went ahead and did that. And look at this, you guys. Can you believe that? Like, you didn't even have to set anything out. If you forgot to take things out the night before to thaw, this is super quick. You can make this even faster if it was defrosted, but I am so impressed with how quickly you can put a meal together in this thing. Especially since we don't have a microwave here. If I'd forgotten to leave something out to defrost, it would just basically mean I couldn't make it. But now, because I have this thing, I can. Anyways, let me go ahead and grab a knife and we'll cut into these so you guys can see how tender. Typically, I would want to let these sit probably about 5 minutes just so that the juices can stay inside and it'll be the most juicy that you can. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut into it so you guys can see. I love how tender everything comes out when you're using the Instant Pot. And also, if you have it by a window, like I said before, you can let all of that steam outside really quick and not add any of the heat to your house, which is awesome, especially if you're letting it do the natural release. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed these 3 beginner recipes. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you would like to see me do my next Instant Pot recipe on. And if you'd like to check out my pinto bean recipe, if you want to see how I make those, then you can go ahead and check that out up in the cards or down below with my beginner's tips. All right, guys, I will see y'all soon.